Hey there, guys. This is my very first time recording something in English, so I hope my accent doesn't bother you too much. But I'm recording this at the behest of a couple of friends who told me to record it in English, do it in English as well, because I've done a video similar to this in my native language, which is Brazilian Portuguese. But they told me, record it in English because people are gonna share that. So here I am. Once again, please bear with me. But since Nintendo has finally somewhat announced the Nintendo Switch successor, I decided, as the one who first broke the story about the Switch 2 being postponed internally to 2025, I decided to record this video as a way to share all that I know about the Switch 2 and the last year of the current Nintendo Switch. I have some tidbits that you might enjoy knowing, so I thought I'd share. But first, I'm gonna go through the tweet that Nintendo shared a couple of hours ago. This is Furukawa, president of Nintendo. We will make an announcement about the successor to Nintendo Switch within this fiscal year. It will have been over 9 years since we announced the existence of Nintendo Switch back in March 2015. I've seen some people get a bit concerned about the wording here, and I understand, because they're weirdly playing it safe by saying that they will announce the successor this fiscal year. But the truth is that he's just playing coy, because according to all of my sources from the beginning of the year, the same guys who revealed to me that the Switch 2 had been postponed internally, it will come out in March 2025. This is not something that has changed since February. It's still the same plan. Nintendo is just playing coy because they don't have to reveal anything about the exact release timing right now. But don't be too concerned. They're not gonna announce it in March 2025 to release in 2026. That's not gonna happen. The plan is still to release in March 2025, and I'm expecting a similar schedule in terms of reveal to launch as we had with the original Nintendo Switch. So probably around fall, they're gonna talk about the system itself. Then, I mean, we could expect a similar blowout reveal in January, like we had in 2017, and then release in March. That's fully what I'm expecting, what everyone is expecting, what everyone is talking about behind the scenes. So don't worry, don't be too fussed about the wording in that tweet. Continuing, we will be holding a Nintendo Direct this June regarding the Nintendo Switch software lineup for the later half of 2024, but please be aware that there will be no mention of the Nintendo Switch successor during that presentation. Nintendo has lied before. I'm not sure we can fully trust them when they say they won't talk about the successor during this Direct, but nevertheless, they have to show Switch 1 software for the later half of 2024, as they say in this tweet, and we know basically nothing, next to nothing, in terms of releases for that period. So what I do know, I'm not gonna share any new game titles or anything like that, because I'm not too interested in those types of leaks. But I do know they will reveal more remasters, like we will get Luigi's Mansion 2 remastered soon. There will be more of those titles revealed during this June Direct. And my guess, my educated guess, this is not information, I have no information on Metroid Prime 4, but I do believe that Metroid Prime 4 would fit precisely within that one empty slot I'm seeing in their schedule for the later half of the year. So I think that Metroid Prime 4 is coming out this year still for the Nintendo Switch 1 OG. This is an educated guess, but what I do know we'll get is more remasters. And I also know that this is being planned as the last hurrah for the original Nintendo Switch. It's supposed to be the last Switch-focused main Direct. And they will also have an Indie World presentation in August. And there have been some talks about a partner Direct to showcase some third-party games later on, but I'm not sure if that's still going on. It could get weird, because maybe it would overlap with the Switch 2 reveal, so I'm not sure if that's going down, but we'll have an Indie World presentation in August, and from then on it's probably all Switch 2 for Nintendo. And I guess two more things I need to speak on. Back in February, we already confirmed with our own sources that the Switch 2 will be backwards compatible with Switch 1 software, physical and digital. that has already been discussed by us in the past, so I'm reiterating here for those who don't know. And I'm also aware of a couple of games of multi-platform releases that will be announced for Switch 2 in the second half of this year. So I'm not sure when exactly will third parties be allowed to speak openly about developing games for the Switch 2, but it should start soon, because I'm pretty sure these games will be revealed as targeting the Switch successor as early as the second half of this year. So soon the gate should open, and we'll end up seeing more and more reveals and information coming out of a multitude of sources. I just realized right now that I didn't introduce myself, but I've been a journalist in this industry since 2003. It's been a long while at this point. I've worked at Brazil's biggest gaming websites, and I've covered E3s, I've covered Gamescom, I've covered events in Japan. So I'm not just some random nobody that showed up. But once again, this is my first video recorded in English, so I hope it didn't bother you too much by speaking in English. But this is me, yeah. And I guess that's it for me now. I'm guessing Jason Schreier or someone like him will soon reveal everything we need to know about the Switch 2. But since I have this info and I have these trusted sources that have already been corroborated by other sources in the industry, I thought, well, let's just share this with the world, just to give people more of a horizon to look forward to in the next months, since Nintendo has decided to be so secretive with the info they release publicly. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and have a good... Oh man, it's so rough. I'm picturing like youngsters who have never been through a new Nintendo system release, going through it now for the first time. Man, it's so hectic, but it's fun. I hope you enjoy it, and see you next time.